Greetings, fellow bridge lovers, and welcome back to the Bridgin' with Kai channel. Today, I have another hand for us from the U26 Junior Trials. This hand was a misunderstanding between the partnership. Uh-oh. So, let's see what happened. Did it hurt us? Did it not hurt us? Let's get into the video. But first, as you can see, we have been growing in subscriber count. It has been awesome. Thank you everyone for your support. And if you have not done so yet, please do join the train, subscribe to the channel, and like the video if you enjoyed. All these little things help me work on spreading bridge, and we get to do it together. Without further ado, let us get into this hand. Woo! Alright, so here is your most unglorious hand of all time. And for context, once again, we are playing a strong diamond system. Don't worry, I will cover what all of the bids mean for us. The first thing here is you are the dealer and you have to decide what to bid. Now, in our system, our 2 spades opening actually fits this. 1 to 7 high card points and 6 or more spades. I think it might even be 5 or more spades. I might have decided to open 2 spades here, and actually I really should have, because this is probably one of the better hands that exist in 2 spades. I didn't like it because I didn't like my spade suit quality, so I decided to pass, although I really should have bid 2 spades with this hand. It goes pass, and your partner bids 1 diamond in 3rd seat. So 1 diamond is artificial. It doesn't mean anything about diamonds whatsoever. All it is showing is 18 or more high card points. And if you've been paying attention, in 1st and 2nd seat, we've been saying 15 or more high card points, but because it's 3rd and 4th seat for us, we are doing 18 high card points because we open all 10 counts in 1st and 2nd seat. So if we're passing, we have to have a really bad hand. So when we open 1 diamond, we have to be even stronger here. So I went 1 diamond, so partner showed a strong hand, and it goes 2 hearts, which is weak, showing probably 6 or more hearts, but it could be 5 or more hearts. Lots of times, really good ways to handle these strong openings is to get high really, really quickly, to get in their way, take away their space that allows them to figure out what's going on in their hand. And you're sitting here with the south hand, and you've got a 5 count with 6 spades. How do you handle this? Well, our partnership decides that 2 spades is a bad hand, and just to play, and 2-no trump and up are all transfers that are invitational or better values. If you know of Rubensol or Transfer Lebensol, it's something of the similar concept. By our definition, we have an invitational or better hand. We always game force with 7 high card points. So we are at 5 high card points. We're kind of close to that threshold. So we're willing to invite with this hand, especially when we've got a 6 card spade suit. So what I did is I bid 2 hearts. Invitational values 5 or more spades. And then it goes 4 hearts, and they're really committing to the bid. This is really frustrating for us because so far, all we know is that we have game and we've got 5 spades. And besides that, we have had no space to say anything else, even though this is clearly our hand. And that is one of the downsides of these kinds of systems, is you can say how strong your hand is, but figuring out the shape is difficult, especially when there's interference incoming. It goes 4 hearts, and then my partner bids 4-no trump. Now, I ask all of you, given this context, what does 4-no trump mean? If this was thrown out at you, given the information, what would you expect 4-no trump to mean? I think this could be 2 things. This could either be key card, in which my correct response is 5 clubs. It could also be both minors game forcing probably 5-5 distribution or better. Or I guess it could technically be 2 places to play. Like, for example, partner could have a 3 card spade suit and a 6 card diamond suit, right? And he's just telling me to bid what would I prefer. And my first instinct is that this is key card. We have no other way to do a slam try in spades, because if we bid 4 spades, then what? But we also don't have very many options to be showing the other suits as well. I mean, double, it could be takeout, could be penalty, that's a whole nother question. But it's either key card or a 2 suited hand, or 2 places to play. And I was trying to think, well, what are my options? Either way, I'm going to be bidding 5 clubs or 5 diamonds. 5 clubs is the correct key card response, showing 1 key card. I've got the ace of spades. The other chance is I could bid 5 diamonds, saying that I prefer diamonds to clubs. The problem is that if I bid 5 diamonds and it's key card, then I'd be showing 0 or 3 key cards, in which case partner doesn't expect me to have a key card, which I think is a lot bigger of a sin than bidding 5 clubs because we just have one less card. So I opted to bid 5 clubs here because I felt like it covered both bases, although I was more certain that it was key card either way. So I bid 5 clubs, I told them 1 or 4, and then partner bid 6 clubs. And at this point, I know the jig is up. We don't have any particular agreements about what 6 clubs means here. I mean, it could be asking for the queen of clubs or something, but I already have a key card. I'm not sure what 6 clubs was. And I felt like the most likely option is that we were having a misunderstanding, and that partner had a 2-suited hand with clubs included, and it was a really, really good hand. So I felt like I had enough evidence to believe that we were off the rails here, so I passed. And I said, you can actually like see my alert, and you're actually going to see dummy a little bit early, but I said, I don't know, man. We were on tablets. I alerted the bid as I don't know, man. It was clear that this was a misunderstanding, so regardless, like we were in uncharted territory, so whatever happened, it's like we don't have any agreements here. We ended up in 6 clubs. The lead was the Jack of Diamonds. And you're like, I wish I bid 5 diamonds instead. I still stand by my 5 clubs bid, I think, because we're just in uncharted territory. When they lead the Jack of Diamonds, I'm thinking, well, it's not over yet. We still have dreams. We might still be able to make this. It certainly is possible. So let me know what your line is. How do you make this contract? I saw that I had a heart loser. I saw that I very likely had a diamond loser. I really don't think that the king of diamonds is ever on side. So I need the club finesse to work. I need to pitch a heart loser, which should be pretty simple because I can use the ace of spades to pitch it. So what is it that you need to make this contract? Most importantly, let's look at the trump suit. If we're planning on losing a diamond here, the diamond finesse is not going to work. They are not leading Jack from King Jack 6 or King Jack 3. Like, that's not happening. The most important thing is that we need the King of Clubs to be onside. Singleton doesn't work, and Doubleton doesn't work either. So let me demonstrate why even King of Clubs Doubleton onside doesn't work. Is like, let's say they lead a spade. I know we're not leading a diamond, but there's a very specific reason why I'm having them lead the spade in this example. And we pitch our heart loser, and we play the queen, and then it goes ace. When the King of Clubs is Doubleton on side, we lead the 10, they cover, right? And then it goes queen, and then it goes jack, and at this point, they always have a club, and unless the king of diamonds, I mean, even if the king is dropping singleton, it's not going to work, right? We have a club loser, and we have a spade loser, and you're like, oh, but you played the club suit wrong. The 10 is never going to work. They're just going to cover. Well, then you play the 8, they play low, we win the jack, we play the ace, and then the 10 falls anyway. So even if you do drop the king Doubleton, like still, and even more so, you have even more of a problem if it's singleton. Now, like if you play the 8, it goes king, it goes ace. You play a club down, like they still have one too many clubs, right? That 9 is just so pesky. So you specifically need the clubs to be 3-3 in order for this to work. Because let's say they do lead the spade, this allows for everything to be dropped on time. Play the 10. If they cover, you win the ace, you play the queen jack, and you drop both clubs. And if they play low, then you let it run, and then you're able to play the trump suit again. And this is the reason why king 4th onside doesn't work, because if they lead the spade here, queen to the ace, and now you play the club, right? They can just play low. They don't have to cover. And no matter what, you're not going to be able to take finesses. Now, sure, if you stop drawing trump here, there might be some end play thing going on, right? But that's very unlikely to work for you, because you're probably just going to get end played yourself. You're not able to get down to the south hand to trump enough spades for that to be able to work. So we've determined that we need 3-3 clubs with the king on side. We also need something to happen in the diamond suit, because where's our entry? We can't get to the south hand to take the club finesse. So we only have one hope here. What do we need to happen in diamonds in order for this contract to make? Right, we need the king of diamonds Doubleton offside. King of diamonds Doubleton offside. So this is the layout that we want, because we want to play the jack of diamonds. It goes queen, we knock out the king, and then, like, let's say they return a heart, right? Now we're able to get back to the 8 of diamonds as an entry to start to first pitch our heart loser, and then take our club finesse, right? That's what we want. Because any other split of the diamonds, this doesn't work. Let's go through the scenarios. Firstly, let's take a look at what happens when the Jack of Diamonds is singleton with West. Jack, Queen, King, and very easily, we simply just lose another diamond immediately, right? So that doesn't work. Now, let's say for some reason they do something really abnormal. They lead the Jack of Diamonds from this holding, right? This doesn't work because it plays the Queen, right? And then heart around to the Queen, right? And we just set up our 8, so we're gonna try to get to our 8, but they trump us before we do. So that's another way to go down. And like even if it splits like this, and for some reason they lead the Jack from Jack third, and then you psychically play the ace, dropping the King. Even this doesn't work because you can't get over to the south hand to take the club finesse, and they trump, right? And then they set up a heart, right? And we still can't get over there to pitch our heart loser, so they set up the heart first. Like, we can't get rid of it. And even here, like, you could say, well, at this point we could just psychically draw trump, play the heart club, play a club to the King, right? But even here, it doesn't work because they get to give them the trump now, and they play a heart, right? I mean, they get the King of Clubs and another trump. Like, so nothing here works. You need the diamonds to be 2-2, which would play something out like this. They play another diamond, we win the 8, and then we play the ace of spades, pitch the heart loser, we take our club finesse, they cover, but it does nothing for them. Goes Queen, Jack, and then we've got a bunch of clubs, and we would end with the beer card, of course, is only good technique, and then you would have made 6 clubs and a 5-2 fit. That's what you need. That's what it would look like. That's what my dream looked like. But instead, my dreams were crushed as I started this line. It goes Queen, King, and then they return a diamond and it gets roughed. And then they play a heart, setting up their heart winner. And I can only just play out clubs. And then they get another heart. And I claim for Big Sag. The actual hand, club split 3-3, but the diamonds didn't split 2-2. Ouch.
Hey y'all, I've been editing this and I actually just realized that there is a way, even on my proposed layout, that this contract can be set by the defense. I'm not going to tell you. I want you to let me know in the comments what you think it is. How can the defense prevent us from making this contract, even with a 3-3 club split and the 2-2 diamond split with the King of Diamonds offside? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your answers.
So yeah, that's what misunderstandings do. And that's what happens when you get really high in the auction and you don't have any agreements on what to do there. It's not that we don't have agreements. It's just that our logics were not on the same page. Isaac thought it was a 5-5 bid. I realized it could be a 5-5 bid. I felt like we needed a key card there for spades. So, oh well. We tried, and we almost made it too, if it weren't for those meddling diamonds. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you got something to take away from there where, like, there's still, like, even though it looks completely hopeless, there is still hope. There is a way to still make this contract. We just needed the right lie of the cards, and we didn't get it this time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button. Please comment. Let me know what you think the 4-no trump is. Yeah, we got to take a look at some suit combos on this one. What is our only chance at making? That was it for this video. Keep on bridging, everybody. Bye!
Hey y'all, I've been editing this and I actually just realized that there is a way, even on my proposed layout, that this contract can be set by the defense. So I'm not going to tell you. I want you to let me know in the comments what you think it is. How can the defense prevent us from making this contract, even with a 3-3 club split and the 2-2 diamond split with the King of Diamonds offside? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your answers.